This video introduces you to writing an annotated bibliography. So what exactly is an annotated bibliography? Well, it's just a list of sources with a brief note or annotation about each item in the list. So depending on your assignment, you may be asked to summarize, evaluate, and/or reflect on each of the sources. We'll have more on this later. Besides having annotations, an annotated bibliography is different from your works cited or your list of references that you usually include at the end of a paper because it's completed before you actually write your paper. So it's often used as a standalone assignment, and it can be used as a reference tool as you're working on your paper. Why are annotated bibliographies important? Well, they can help you see how your different sources fit together. They can remind you to give credit so that you avoid plagiarism. They can help you verify facts, which will add credibility. And they help you demonstrate your research progress. Finally, they're a way to let others know what the key sources are on a particular topic. Because when you start searching for sources, not all of the ones you're going to find are going to be as relevant to your specific topic. So you'll choose the most relevant for your annotated bibliography. There are a few things that you're going to need to know before you start. First of all, how many sources are you going to need for this annotated bibliography? How long do the annotations have to be? Often 150 to 200 words is standard. What kinds of annotations? And what citation style do you need to use? Now, the tip here is that this information should be given to you either on your course syllabus or in the specific assignment instructions. And if they're not, then you should ask your instructor or your TA to clarify. Remember that the quality of your annotated bibliography is going to depend on the selection of your sources. So make sure you set aside time to research a wide variety of perspectives on your topic. Now, if you need help with this part, finding the sources, where can you turn for help? You can use our subject guides for suggested starting points. You can ask your librarian or subject specialist. You can use our live Ask a Librarian chat or text service. And you can also check out some of our other videos that we have on our YouTube channel, such as how to best use Omni, how to form good search strategies, etc. Now let's talk about those annotations. There are three main types of information that you may need to include in your annotations depending on your assignment instructions. So first, you will probably be asked to at least summarize the information. So what are the main arguments and topics that are covered in the source? What is the source about? Second, you're often asked to evaluate a bit. So what are some of the strengths or weaknesses of the source? Can you compare it to your other sources? Can you provide information about how reliable the authors are? Is there bias? How objective is the source? And finally, you might be asked to reflect. This is a bit more personal in the sense that you're reflecting on how is this source going to be relevant to you when you come to write your paper? How does it support your arguments? How will you use it? In summary, annotated bibliographies are there to remind you why you selected a certain source, why it's relevant, and whether or not you agreed or disagreed with its main arguments. So let's have a look at an actual example. So this is an example that's done using the APA citation style. So first off, you're going to have the citation itself in the proper style. Next, there is a summary of the contents. Then this paragraph is a bit of an evaluation of the content. And this final paragraph is reflecting on the usefulness of the source for the purpose of your specific assignment. Now, a final tip from us. If you'd like to learn some strategies for reading journal articles that will make writing your annotations easier, then you can watch our Reading to Write an Annotated Bibliography video, which you can find on our YouTube channel. So thanks for watching this video. And if you do need more help, our research support services team is available via a number of channels. Our chat text or Ask a Librarian instantly from our homepage, Note that our hours expand significantly during the fall and winter terms. You can email askthelibrary@carleton.ca. You can contact your librarian or subject specialist. You can find us under Research Help. And when we do resume in-person service, you can also drop by the Research Help Desk on the main floor of the library. Thanks.